Have you ever been around people and felt completely drained for no clear reason? Not physically tired, not sick, just empty. Like your energy slowly disappeared without you noticing it happening. You leave the conversation and suddenly you feel exhausted, quiet, distant. And the strange part is, nothing bad even happened. So you start asking yourself, why do I feel like this around people? What if I told you this isn't random and it's not weakness? Stay with me because this might explain something you felt your entire life, but never fully understood. Let's start with something most people don't realize. 1. You don't just hear people, you feel them. When someone talks to you, your brain doesn't only process words, it processes tone, emotion, energy, the weight behind what they're saying. And without realizing it, you absorb it. Their stress, their tension, their mood. It doesn't stay with them. It transfers to you. 2. You read people constantly, even when you don't want to. You notice when someone is uncomfortable, when something feels off, when there's hidden tension, and your brain starts analyzing it automatically. Not because you're trying to, but because you can't turn it off. 3. You carry conversations in your head after they end. You replay what was said, how it was said, what it might have meant. While others move on instantly, your brain is still processing it, and that takes energy. 4. You're aware of things people don't say. Silence isn't empty to you. It's information. Pauses, hesitation, avoidance. You notice it all, and your brain tries to understand it. Why didn't they say more? Why did they react like that? What are they holding back? 5. You try to understand everyone, even when they don't try to understand you. You analyze behavior, motivation, emotions. You put yourself in their position. You try to see their perspective, and that constant empathy drains you. 6. You don't feel comfortable with fake interactions. Forced conversations, surface-level energy. It feels off to you, and instead of ignoring it, your brain focuses on it, which makes the interaction feel even more exhausting. 7. You adjust yourself around people. You change how you speak, how you act, how much you say, not because you're fake, but because you're aware. You're adapting to the situation, and that constant adjustment takes energy. 8. You're sensitive to emotional shifts. A small change in tone, a different response, a subtle reaction. Your brain catches it instantly and then starts analyzing. Something changed. Why? What happened? 9. You feel responsible for the energy in the interaction. You try to keep things balanced, comfortable, smooth, even when it's not your responsibility, and over time, that quiet pressure builds up. And now, number 10. The real reason you feel emotionally drained around people. You don't experience people on the surface. You experience them fully, their emotions, their behavior, their energy. And that's something most people don't even realize exists. Because while others are just talking, you're processing everything behind it. And that changes everything. Because the more you feel, the more you process, the more energy it takes. But here's the part most people don't understand. This isn't weakness, it's awareness. But awareness without boundaries becomes exhaustion. Because you're not just experiencing your own emotions, you're carrying other people's too. And over time, that becomes heavy. But here's the truth. You don't need to stop understanding people. You need to stop absorbing them. Because the same mind that drains you is the same mind that can understand deeply, connect meaningfully, and see people clearly. You don't need to shut it off. You need to control it. Because right now, you feel everything, but you don't filter anything. And that's why it drains you. So if you've ever felt tired after being around people, even when nothing happened, maybe you're not weak. Maybe you just feel more than most people can handle. And once you understand that, you stop blaming yourself and start protecting your energy. If this felt too real, you already know why.